Oh, Foxy, it's your birthday. Not for real, just for play. This is Cree Summer, and Moana Nui will be right back.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Blerdkast Live. And on today's episode, we got a good fun one for you. It's our holiday special. On today's episode, we'll go deep into the nerdy side of celebrating holidays, holiday traditions, and the different types of holidays we like to celebrate. Because it is the week of Thanksgiving, I figured why not start off the holiday season with something a little uplifting and joyful. But before I begin, I would like to introduce my moderator for the evening, Miss Joy Stevens. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Merry, happy holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you might be celebrating. Looking forward to tonight's show. So love to see everybody in the room today. So let's go around the horn for people who haven't been here before. Seems like we got a lot of folks that are not new to the show, but we'll start in what in my screen is the top left with James. Please introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm James. Normally found here on Moana Nui podcast at What You're Watching, This the Read, Opinionated Variants of the 616, and Geek Speak on Sports.
All right. Tony, how about you?
Hey, I'm Tony Cade. I'm the owner of Challenges Games and Comics and director of the Atlanta Sci-Fi Fantasy Expo. And I've been a nerd since the early 70s. How about you?
I wasn't born in the 70s, so does that count?
I mean, if your parents are nerds, then you're a nerd by DNA association.
Okay.
Not actually. They were not.
Oh. No, I mean, Supreme Attorney.
I'm sure my grandkids are, though. So,
there you go. So Supreme Attorney, tell us about
youth.
Okay, I'm Supreme Attorney. I'm a real attorney and CEO of Chaos. I can't wait to derail this entire thing.
Absolutely. We that's why we put you on here. We knew what we were getting. RJ, tell us about yourself.
Hello, everybody. I'm the writer and creator of The Seven Kingdom, and I'm the CEO of RPX Media Production. It's been a while since I've been here, so it's good to be back.
Good to have you back. Yes, we miss your face. And last but not least, Furious. Who are you?
My name is Furious. I am an engineer by day and primarily a video game nerd by night.
Nice. And once again, I'm Joy, also multi-time moderator, co-host, etc. on several podcasts, including this one, as well as a lot of Moana Nui stuff. Steel Sharp and Steel, political podcast on Thursday nights. You can find me online because I have no life, so I like to spend my time talking to people through the screen, and it makes me happy. All right.
So I have to admit that out loud.
Oh, I don't mind. I'm not ashamed of it.
Not at
all. I was talking to somebody earlier today about how excited I was to go home by myself and do stuff alone.
Awesome. I complain about staying at home and not being inside somewhere.
I love that because like it excites me when I get off of work and I go home and I know that I can just go home by myself and do whatever I want in my house where I pay my bills.
Listen, but like there are maybe 30 feet from my front door, because I live in a small condo, from my door to my bedroom, and most of the clothes don't make it to the bedroom. There's shoes and bottoms and bras are in between the kitchen and the living room. Because then I go straight to the couch because it's my couch. That's why I have curtains. So I can lay here comfortably, just swinging. It's great.
Not the seamlessly chariot.
Okay, so welcome to the show, everybody. I can't believe we got derailed in the introductions. That's the first.
Why can't you believe that? Look who's here. The president and the CEO are here.
Yes. I am the chairman of the Chaos Board. Okay, I'll behave for a minute, and we'll start about. So today's show is about how it's our holiday special. What nerdy things, what other things are we doing around the holidays? So let's first talk. Let's talk about what it is to be a holiday. So y'all do realize like the word holiday is a reimagining of the word holy day, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it should be a day to recognize your religious beliefs, maybe some saints, maybe some people that meant a lot in your society, etc. But no, we out here, any day we get off work is a holiday.
Yeah.
What if hip hop is my religion?
Say what?
What if hip hop is my religion?
If hip hop is your religion, then I would assume that like Melly Mel's birthday is a holiday for you or something. But
who is the leader of the hip hop religion? I'm just curious.
His name is Rakim.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rakim is a national treasure.
What about KRS-One?
No.
He's up there, but Rakim is the leader.
Okay. Rakim is the leader. KRS-One, I give a lot of credit to, but he said some nonsense with some very misogynistic lyrics back in the day. So I'm gonna let that ride. But Rakim, I rocks with.
Okay. Fair enough.
So let's just establish that holidays are no longer holy days. Even the days that are centered around a holy figure aren't necessarily holy anymore because capitalism, right? And just reimagining. So I'm not going to waste y'all's time because y'all can go find it on the internet. Go look up, go to YouTube and put in Boondocks Christmas explanation.
Ooh,
that's
a good one. That is actually 100% true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you'll discover, because I mean, Jesus was born in like the fall, right? So they start off with a lie right there.
Mm-hmm.
So Christmas and Easter are both amalgamations of other local celebrations and festivals that had nothing to do with a religious being, but they wanted people to adapt Christianity. So they're like, you know what? That winter solstice, Jesus was born right then, and he was redeemed and he was resurrected on the spring solstice. So let's just do that.
Spring equinox.
Mm-hmm. Carnival outdates Christmas, but Fat Tuesday and Mardi Gras and Lent and all the other kind of stuff, they adopted all of that around Carnival, which is attached to like reawakening and spring and everything. But the islands and the Caribbeans and the Tahinos and the natives all across South America was like, we ain't giving up this parade, bro. And they're like, all right, well, we'll just make the parade a precursor to like Easter. And they just be picking and choosing stuff. So enough about my views on holiday. You can tell how I feel about holidays by the title I chose today, because everybody likes to be Elf on the Shelf. So I chose my name accordingly.
Whore on the floor. I know that's right.
Yes.
I didn't even notice that. Oh my God.
I just saw it because I normally don't pay attention to a lot of y'all tags, but
okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
in the chair.
Say what? Yeah.
I'm not 9 times out of 10 I'm the guy in the chair unless I'm doing the sports show.
Mm-hmm.
Then where are you?
On the flow, but it wasn't.
Fly Eagles fly.
It wasn't enough. So anyway, what are y'all doing for holidays? What are y'all? Let's talk Thanksgiving first.
Colonizer Day.
Colonizer Day. Remember the indigenous people who had their stores, their winter stores, stolen by the Pilgrims' Day. Because that's what really happened. It wasn't like they brought all the food like, here, we want to share. They were like, y'all dirty and stink, and we're going to be over here. And they followed them back to where they live, and they found their winter storage, and they stole it all and ate it all. Hence the feast.
But
Well,
thanks. We screwed you.
Not to nitpick, but 16 something something, I'm going to butcher the year, but early 1600s, the Massachusetts colony, the Pequot tribe of native peoples were chilling. The men went off to hunt, and like Joy said, they stole their stuff and whatever while the men were off hunting for their annual fall festival. And the colonizing pilgrims, because they weren't even pilgrims at that point, it's like, yeah, let's go jack their stuff. And in doing so, massacred about 400 women and children. And celebrated by declaring it, the governor of the Massachusetts colony declared it a day of Thanksgiving. And that's how the term started.
Of course.
Well, we are ripping the Band-Aids off early. I thought this was going to be a more safer topic, but no, let's get into it.
I mean, that's safe. That is safe. Fun fact. Here's another fun fact. That whole natives helped the pilgrims survive the first winters.
Yeah, I knew that was a lie when I heard it in the first grade too.
The colonizers / pilgrims, whatever you want to call them, they ate each other.
Yeah, they
That's how they
resorted to
survived the
cannibalism.
early winters.
So we're gonna give a plug for a book that I love, Black AF
Cannibalism.
History by Michael Harriot. He talks about all of this, and he cites his sources every bit along the way. If you haven't read Black AF History, first of all, it's not, because I've read the 1619 Project, and it is heavy, it is deep, and it's introspective and all that kind of stuff, but it's heavy and it's a hard read. This is like your uncle read the 1619 Project and then try to tell you about it over like a bottle of Hennessy. It's way more interesting to listen to.
What's the name of it again, Joy?
Black
Black
AF
AF History. It is on my Christmas wish list if anyone is in the giving spirit.
Nobody's
Is
thinking
it
about you.
Amazon wish list?
It can be, yes.
That's a no.
That's a no. Yeah.
It will
I'll
be.
send you the book.
So
Okay.
Mark, the
Take it
proper
back and you
answer
want
to that.
digital.
Mark, the proper answer to that question was it absolutely is on my wish list. Where would you like me to send it?
Mhm.
There you go. What he said.
Yeah.
What he
Are
said.
you drinking too?
No, I'm not drinking. Am I the only one that's sober?
Maybe.
Possibly.
This
I'm
is
All
sober
right.
AF.
This is just eggnog.
That is not just eggnog, sir. We had a whole pre-show about what you
Oh, okay,
drinking.
Furious.
Way to lie and pull back the curtain at the same time.
right. But anyway,
Tony,
so
he
what
in
are
RJ,
y'all
that's it.
doing? What are y'all doing? Where are y'all going? How are you spending this coming Thursday when you ain't got to go to work?
I'm going to be big back.
I love a big back day. Absolutely.
I second that.
The beginning.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm going to spend time with family, but yeah, I've been like really busy as of lately. I haven't really been cooking as much, but I'm thinking because y'all know I'm Jamaican, so I'm thinking I'm gonna break out the sorrel and the sweet potato pudding.
Yes.
So
Oh, can I have your sorrel?
Can I get some sorrel too?
I will even make you rum cake, and I'll make it grandma style where you have to sit down and eat it. I got you.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's
So
what
we're
doing.
going to
Bringing-
her house for Thanksgiving.
Right.
Or she at
Holiday
least
today.
give her the week to send money, you know.
I'll bring the
They go
pie.
deliveries.
Oh, and I have no problem sending money to help fund these festivities. I will send
Absolutely.
money. Yeah, absolutely.
Classy. I love it.
Yes, we gotta make it happen, y'all.
Again, remember our episode on adult money that also goes to funding food acquisitions.
Mm-hmm.
I love that title, food acquisitions.
I wish I could cook.
Oh wow. We're not going to your house for Thanksgiving then.
I mean, my husband could cook. I can't.
Right? As long as
Okay.
somebody in the house sets it off.
Right. I mean, I just burned down 1-2 houses. It's fine.
Not just two.
The fact that she had to count. 1, 2.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, and then I made a big fireball at Korean barbecue. So they were like, stop.
You made a big fireball at a restaurant where they regulate fire. Did you pour alcohol on the grill? How'd you do that?
That's a very good question. I don't know how I did that. And I guess that's the problem.
That is the problem.
I'm glad I'm the one that
But
cooks every time we go to Korean barbecue there.
the good thing is I didn't have to cook after that because they were like, we got it. I was like, okay, thanks.
It's like a variation on that old Eddie Murphy thing. Lillian cannot go outside
Right.
ever again. Angela can never
Not
be in
be in
fire
the kitchen.
ever again.
Yeah, my parents were pissed at me. They were like, you're done. So I can only microwave stuff. I'm really good at
I
microwaving.
wouldn't even let you near the microwave.
Yeah.
I was allowed to do that. I only
Speaking
put it
of
on fire
parents-
twice.
Speaking of parents and grandparents in particular, Tony, you're like, at that like patriarch level. What's going on with you for this coming week?
Well, I would like to say that I'm going to go and hang out with my humongous family, and we're all going to sit around, tell stories, and eat. But now I'm just resting. I'm going to be at home, have a little something at home, because I am hoping that I will be extremely busy on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh yeah, Black Friday.
So that's what I'm hoping for.
So the store is closed Thursday,
If
right?
anyone wants to help, challengesgames.com. Okay.
So the store is closed Thursday, right? You're gonna take the day off and then just work through the weekend.
Oh yes, Thursday will be my day of rest.
Okay.
I'll probably
See,
sit
my
around and
mother-
stuff and just eat a little bit and watch a whole bunch of anime.
Okay. So I have a
Because my
question
customer
for
was
you.
still reminding me that I haven't watched enough yet.
I mean, I could drop some titles for you real quick.
Mm-mm.
Oh no, like I said,
Hang on, Mark.
right now.
I
Mark,
started
there's something you
watching
wanted to say.
Karen
Hang on.
right now.
Mark, what's up?
Yeah, so I got a good business retail question to ask you about the start of the holiday season. So it is the week of Thanksgiving. Like you said, you're going to be closed Thursday. Friday is Black Friday. Obviously, you're going to be doing some sales in the store for that. Monday, Cyber Monday, and I'm assuming you're going to do something online for that. What is your plan as a business operator getting through a week like this leading up to the busiest shopping season of the year?
I'm not even sure I understand that question.
Okay.
Basically,
I think
I've
a better
spent
way
the
of
last
saying
few
it.
weeks
Mhm.
just stocking. All of my bank accounts at this point are at like 3 digits.
That's
So I'm putting everything into this pot. That even with this bad economy and our horrible president, that people will still come out and do some holiday shopping.
Yeah.
So yeah. And so support your local Black-owned businesses. You know who don't need your money? Target, Walmart, Amazon, Kmart, Crate and Barrel, all of them. They'll be all right. But challenges over here. They not only look quick commercial. They not only have like comics. They got gaming in the back, tabletop gaming. They got costumes for those of you that don't want to like do your own costume, whatever. They got at least the starter sets of things. They got posters. They got comics, of course, manga, toys, pop-up, Funko Pops, all kind of stuff. So whatever your little badass child needs is probably at Challenges, Games, and Comics, and you should go check it out.
Oh, and to add on to that, I did get some brand new solo leveling and some Demon Hunter stuff. So come on in. And I have Labubu's, the real Labubu's.
Do you have the JJK one? Do you have the JJK one?
Jujutsu Kaisen or Jeon Cook?
Yeah, the Jujutsu Kaisen Labubu?
No, BTS. She's talking BTS.
No, I'm not.
You talking about Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yeah.
I have not seen that.
Oh,
If I
I'll be
had
right
seen
back.
that, I would have ordered that.
I'll be right back. Don't worry.
Okay.
Because of course I have it. Of course. Wait, how do I? Okay.
Okay. And it's a cute little bobblehead image she got there.
And that was our chaos.
Was that done by an artist or was that done AI?
Good question.
Hey, we're gonna have a whole episode next year about AI and all that stuff.
You gotta bring all the artists back in for that too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. But I'm planning next year is gonna be amazing. But before we get into that, I am curious to know what are some of your favorite holidays and what are some of your favorite holiday memories. I definitely have mine. My favorite holiday to celebrate is Thanksgiving because, like RJ said, Big Back. It's a holiday where you celebrate food, regardless of how it started. Yes, this groomful colonizing roots, but it is a holiday about food. And I support that part of it, but everything else, question marks.
Well, my favorite holiday is called Dragon Con.
Oh, thank you for bringing that up.
4-day holiday or Friday holiday, but I can only do 4 days of it now.
Dragon Con is a holiday.
That's when I was working as a bartender, they knew that was it every Labor Day weekend that Tony was gonna use like 3 vacation days and a couple of sick days, and they weren't gonna see me for a while.
Nice. What the hell is a little boo-boo? Anyway,
It's the new generation of trolls.
It looks like Mon Chi-Chi ate a Bratz doll.
There you go. Damn.
Because of course I have a Labubu.
Yep.
That's a sleep paralysis demon.
Is that what your demon looks
Glowing
like?
red eyes.
That straight up looks like a demon Mon Chi-Chi.
Yes.
Okay, but
Wait a minute, hold on. You guys get
this is
sleep
JJK
paralysis
one.
with the demon?
Huh?
You
Say
guys
what?
get sleep paralysis with a demon?
Yeah, it's the demon that gives you sleep paralysis. Then you never see it. You just you feel like it crawl off from under the bed, but you never see it because you're paralyzed and you can't look.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
So are you the type of people who are like trolls with the devil back in the 90s?
No, but the ghouls are kind of ugly. They're kind of ugly.
They are ugly. At least trolls had cute booties and funny hair. This is just.
They have cute ears. Look at that.
The ears is the only cute part.
Is that so? That's the modern day Beanie Baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why is his teeth wider than his eyes?
Because he's a demon. Ah.
Okay, so my favorite holiday is actually Juneteenth because I love explaining to white people what it is, and I'm also from Houston, Texas. So Juneteenth got its start in Houston or the Houston area, Galveston, really. But so I grew up. There was a rodeo at one point, parades and stuff. My parents used to take me. Both my parents, my father more so than my mother, were activists in Houston. And also my dad was a pitmaster. So we had ribs, brisket, sausage, chicken, all of that, all the meats. Look, holidays can be nerdy if you want them to be. We'll tell you in a minute. But all the meats and stuff for Juneteenth with none of the like guilt of Thanksgiving. So we would go to picnics and everything, and it would be like all the folks in the neighborhood, folks from school and everything, just everybody bring something, and you bring food and then you leave with food, but not the food you brought. So everybody brings too much food, and then you make plates of all the other food that you didn't bring, and then you take that home. So it was great.
I would take everything. I'm not bringing anything. I'll bring the plates.
Yes.
If you bring the plates, you leave with the plastic bag the plates came in.
That's not fair.
You need to
Yes, it is.
Well,
No,
I mean,
it's not.
unless you bring a
You want me to
store-bought
cook?
food, because she can't be in the kitchen.
Right.
We've
Right.
already
Now,
established
if you supply like all the paper plates, all the paper products, and all the foil and everything, yeah, you can get a plate. Go on. Yeah, you're right.
I can at least contribute that. If I cook, it might be, I don't know, very well done. Probably not edible.
What about drinks? Can you make drinks?
I can.
So there you go. You own the drinks. Mm-hmm.
It's just going to be straight liquor.
I mean,
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
people appreciate that.
No one's complaining about that.
Okay, good.
You can be part of the go to the trunk crew because there's always a crew of people that disappear after dinner and go to the trunk and get whatever they're gonna get out of there. So she with the
I have a
trunk
trunk
crew.
full of goodies.
I am a kin of the cousin walk crew. So
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and if y'all don't know what that is, we'll explain that
No,
next
we
year.
won't. No, we're not explaining it.
Mm-mm.
If you don't know, that's on you.
No,
Right.
Pretty much.
You should have had some cousins.
Right.
So
If you're invited to the cookout, you already know what it is.
You better
Right.
call
If you didn't grow up with at
somebody.
least one cousin that got you whooped for their shenanigans, then will you even live it? You know,
Well, I
Part of
never
it.
did. I didn't grow up around my family.
I only had 2 cousins, and both of them was trash.
Oh.
And
Wow.
one I didn't really care for, and the other one got us in trouble one year because he disappeared, and we had to find him. And by the time we found him, we was late, and I got blamed for it. And I still think about that when I see him. Like,
Were you the oldest or something?
I was the most responsible,
Ah.
but I was also the youngest.
How did that happen?
Girl, genetics, I don't know.
You're the only girl?
No, I have an older sister. I'm the youngest of 2, my older sister, and then both of the cousins I grew up with are male and also older than me.
Oh,
And yet I'm the matriarch of my family right now. So that takes me into my next discussion is around stress around the holidays. So some people find being with their like loved ones, family stressful, either not because you don't love them, but because it's cleaning the house, it's getting all the food ready, it's picking up from the airport, it's trying to deal with other inter-family drama, like, you know, this cousin ain't talking to this daddy and so, and we're not sure whose baby daddy this is and blah, blah, blah. So what kind, let's spill the tea. What kind of gossip and nonsense y'all got going on in y'all families? Like,
I wish I had
what's
some
the tea
gossip in
from
my
last
family.
year that everybody already knows?
Oh, I instigated quite a few discussions when I started making comments about kids who don't look like their dads, but look like their moms, but look like, you know, neighbors down the street.
The milkman's child.
Because I am never uncomfortable around my family because I have no filter. I'm that dude who anytime something happens, don't sit next to me.
Oh, I'm sitting next to you.
Because I'm going to be clowning, and I don't feel bad about the things that I say, because I never tell any lies. Everything I say about them is true. It may not be tactful, but everything is true.
So did they ever do a DNA test, or they were just like, he's just playing, or what happened there?
I don't know, but no DNA test is needed, because when you look at the child, or you look at you know.
So it's like the worst kept secret.
It's one of those things where nobody wants to accept it. It's kind of, we not sure, so we just gonna not say anything. And then I'm like, hey, you know who I ran into the other day?
Your ex-boyfriend Marcus. You know, the one with the green eyes, kind of like your baby.
That's the best. I've been in those conversations.
Yep. So that's why at times they're like, oh, is Furious? Yeah, he's. Oh man, I don't. Hey, too late. Everybody already here.
Hide the kid.
We do have a couple of questions from Chibi Moon 5882. Question I want to say is probably for Tony and RJ. How did you manage the process of starting y'all's businesses?
Assume fetal position and cry.
Mm.
No, no. It was gradual. It was like starting the paperwork first. A lot of people who have seen me at like CCS events who knew me years ago were like, I remember when you used to just talk about it and you said you were like afraid to start, and now you've done all of this. It was very much like making sure I took one step at a time every day. I would like to emphasize that doing the legalities first kind of protects you early on, and then kind of building your team and things like that, and then being persistent, because a lot of people when they start a business, they don't like, let me say next year we're going to be 7 years old, RPX is going to be 7, and a lot of people even into like year 3 when they start having, well, first off, most people don't even want to spend 3 years trying to figure out their business. So if by year 3 they're having trouble, they give up. I will say that the time when you feel like giving up is the time that you need to not give up, because that's typically right where your breakthrough is about to happen. So
I would say the same thing. Like I still have a silent partner, but we started in late 2017, early 2018, and she had 3 kids, and 2 of which was going into college. So she gave up and went back to corporate America by the end of 2018, like 6 months after I moved to Atlanta for this business. 2019 was a struggle, but if I had just given up and gone back to corporate, I would have missed my big break, which came in 2020 when everybody needed a Black woman to talk about diversity issues. And now here I am, 2025. I'm turning down business, so it's great. Tony, I know you've been in the business for what, 25 years? 30 years. 30 years.
Wow.
Well, actually, my thing is kind of like a roundabout quick story. I was basically tending bar and doing wedding photography. And a friend of mine, Tim Cummings, was basically like, hey, man, I want to start a comic book shop, but I already sold all of my back issue comics. You still got yours, so why don't you come in and stuff and do the business with me? And, you know, I'll do like the day-to-day stuff, and you could be a silent partner. That silent partner thing didn't really last too long. And basically, you know, he went through some stuff in his life and had to step away. And so I took everything, put it in storage. And then after about 3 months of paying for storage, I was like, this don't make no sense. And I went and got me, you know, at the time, a flea market spot and started everything all over again from scratch.
Wow.
And if people always ask, man, it's like, well, where'd you borrow money from? You know, did you get money from, you know, friends and family and stuff? It's like, nah, I'm a poor Black kid. It's like, it just so happened, like I said, I was tending bar and doing wedding photography. So those bartending tips basically financed the entire business startup.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
And then as soon as I got a chance to, I stepped away from the bartending because they kept wanting me to work weekends. And of course, that was my most successful time at the shop. So that's how I had to do it. Oh, yes, I do. And if you're on the shop's mailing list, you will get a newsletter about our Black Friday sales on Thursday.
And What's the website so they can find your mailing list?
Oh, it's just challengesgames.com.
Challengesgames.com. Go there, sign up, put in a real email address to get on the mailing list, and then you will get all the discounts.
That's the way it's going to work. Because people are like, well, why don't you just go ahead and tell us early? And then I'm like, well, see, that'll make it so you don't spend any money now at full price. You know, so I'm going to wait, send it to you on Thursday. Then you can come in to get the deals.
There you go.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Definitely makes sense. I have a question for everybody. Since we are talking about holidays, we all celebrate different holidays in different ways. What are some of your favorite holiday memories from your past, and what are some of your holiday traditions that you like to do during some of these holidays?
Well, I'll start off and stuff real quick. I used to love cooking on the holidays. When I was like, you know, married with a long-term relationships and stuff, you know, we have the kids and everything in the house, and I was the one making the turkey. I was the one, you know, making the ham. You know, because my dad's got like a degree in food, so I used to, you know, hang out when I was working for Marriott. I used to hang out in the kitchen, you know, picking up stuff from those guys. So I used to really love cooking until something happens and, you know, a family member just messed it all up for me. And so now I don't cook.
How did they mess it up? Did they burn down the kitchen?
I feel like if he wanted to say the details, he'd have said that the first time.
Well, let's just say that I got in trouble because somebody was getting ready to make this grand appearance on the holiday. And I went ahead because the kids were saying they were hungry, and I started feeding the kids early.
Okay. And that's how you got in trouble?
Yes, that's how I got in trouble. It was a big brouhaha. And since then, I have not cooked a holiday meal.
I'm with you. If somebody want to cut up over that, y'all can all get the hell out.
Right.
And very similar to this with the Christmas playlist. Matter of fact, I heard one of my mom's favorite songs yesterday. When I was young, before my parents passed away, they passed away like when I was in my 30s. But when I was younger, we would every Christmas go to Palestine, Texas, which is just north of Houston. Not Palestine, Huntsville, Texas. Palestine is where my dad is from. But anyway, Huntsville, Texas is where the prison is. That's all that's there. Prison and like my cousins. Sometimes in the same spot.
I wasn't gonna ask.
Yeah, we would go to my great aunt's house, and she would cook everything. We would go over there and like bring all the presents and you know eat up all the food and tell stories and everything. We listen to like some of the older people talk about what it was like to grow up in like the 30s and 40s and like during the Depression. It was great story time, right? And then the kids would go out, ride bikes or whatever, and then we just go home. But the trip up there took about say about an hour and a half, give or take. And my dad had this playlist that it went from reel to cassette to CD. He just kept moving whenever he got a new car, he would change the medium. But it had all those songs like Merry Christmas Baby, Otis Redding. It had Eartha Kitt's Santa Baby on there. It had a whole bunch of stuff. It had some Marvin Gaye, like anybody. It even had New Edition. So it was a little bit something for everybody. But every time I hear Otis Redding's Merry Christmas Baby, I think of my mom. Because she would sing along with it. And when it got to the part, lift all of the good old presents for my baby and for me, ha, ha, ha. She'd be sleep in the car and wake up, and go right back to sleep. It was the craziest thing. And it was so fun. And I do miss that. Out of everything about the holidays, I think I miss that road trip that I used to be sick of when I was little. You don't appreciate it until you get older. Now I'm like, I miss that road trip and I miss that music. You know?
I miss because when my dad was alive, sometimes we would go on vacation and we used to go to either St. Simon's Island or Jekyll Island, which because of the job that he had, he found himself driving down that way anyway. So what he would do is he would kind of round us up around that time, and he would go down to the resort, and we would stay at the St. Simon's Island resort, and we would kind of rent out like a villa, and he would carry the Christmas tree with him. And like my childhood, of course, being Jamaican, I listened to like Jamaican reggae music, which most people don't even know exists, which I'm gonna shoot it in the chat here, I guess. But yeah, like waking up to like eggs and bacon and like reggae Christmas music and cornmeal porridge and things like that. And sometimes my grandma would come with me. But and then he loved soccer. So we would, because we were right by the beach, we would take the soccer ball and we'd like kind of kick the soccer back and forth along the beach. And like after he passed, we like didn't do that anymore. Like we kind of tried to make our own memories, but that was like a specific thing that we did like as a family together, like with him. So yeah.
Tony?
All right. Don't y'all get mad at me, but I have a question.
Okay.
I'm already mad.
I literally have no idea what porridge is. What's porridge?
Oh.
Okay, well, wait, hold on, because in Jamaica, there's oatmeal porridge and there's cornmeal porridge. So it's basically like, I think in America, y'all call it cream of wheat, but like we cook it, we make it with like milk and like cinnamon, tin milk, like sweet condensed milk. And it kind of has like a thick, creamy, think of like, it's not quite like grits, it's a little bit creamier, but it tends to have like a milk base. And especially like the cornmeal porridge, that tends to be like corn grains, which doesn't sound like it'd be good, but when you put it with like nutmeg, cinnamon, allspice, it
well, corn grains is what we call hominy in the States.
Yeah.
Like hominy, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
So
like
basically, it's for Southerner, it's like grits with butter and sugar. Cinnamon.
Wait a minute.
And milk. Yeah.
yeah.
Is there any other way to have grits? What?
See, you already with the porridge. 'Cause
Okay.
grits- But anyway, we're not gonna start that fight tonight because there's no end to the how do you eat your grits fight.
That's a fight for
There
another
is no
show.
fight. You eat it with sugar.
Stop it. You get out of here.
I will stay, good sir.
So speaking of food, yeah, any specific food y'all excited for this holiday?
Oh, that's what I was mad at. My mother had the audacity to get sick, so Colonizer Day is canceled.
Oh,
I know.
yo, Popeyes has a really good fried turkey.
They do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It is really good.
Mhm.
And you no longer have to buy it in advance
to
anymore.
get sick.
She's already been talked to.
Wow.
Did you get her sick?
No, she decided to go on a vacation.
Oh,
she got
she came back with cooties. Okay. She went out of town to have big fun with the wretched and came back with
The consumption, yes.
Not
And now here
consumption.
we are. I don't get to do anything for Colonizer Day. Thanks.
You can still do something.
I'm about to
What
say.
am I gonna cook, Mark?
I just
Nothing.
Get your husband to
It's
cook.
real
Just
good
go to
fried turkey.
Costco, do the $40 dinner thing.
Yeah.
I'm just
Get you a
saying.
rotisserie chicken from
Right.
Costco and some sides. They got all the sides out there in the little deli area. Get some green beans and some stuffing, and then just heat it all up. And then tell
I
everybody.
shouldn't be subjected to that because she decided to go on a vacation and get sick.
How old are you?
Huh?
Exactly. that part.
Or you can do what I'm going to do since I am not going out of town with my family this year. I'm going to have ribs for Christmas. I'm sorry, for Thanksgiving. Sorry, for Thanksgiving.
I'm with that. I'm
Yeah.
with that. We used to have ribs.
The family is going to Tennessee, and I am unfortunately not going. Well, fortunately, unfortunately, I don't know. I'm not going with them this year. I will be staying here and having ribs and hanging out with the wrestling nerds this weekend. As
Where
far
you
as
getting the ribs from? Is Abiba cooking them?
no, I am going to get some ribs from Rodney Scott's Whole Hog Barbecue
Yeah.
down the street from my house.
I mess with Rodney Scott. They got good
Yeah.
stuff. That
Yeah.
slow dry rub, slow smoke is the only way to do.
Mhm. The other place that has really good ribs is have you ever been to Scotch Bonnet? It's over near Greenbrier Mall.
I heard of it. I haven't been there.
They've got these amazing jerk ribs that are just
That sounds really good, actually.
it is.
Hey.
As far as other foods go, there is one food that I miss that my grandmother used to make. I mean, she passed away years and years ago, so I haven't had it in forever. Is hot water cornbread.
Bruh.
Mm.
Talk to your girl. I can make hot water cornbread.
Can you please teach me? Because I never learned how to make it, and that's the thing that I really do miss is my granny's hot water cornbread.
So
Also known as hoe cakes. Yeah.
What yeah, tell me about that. What is
hot water cornbread is basically making kind of a small cornmeal patty. It almost looks like somebody mentioned salmon patties. It almost looks like a little salmon croquette, but it's all cornmeal, and you have to mix it with hot water, otherwise the cornmeal won't set right. Which is basically like get cornmeal, season it in a bowl with a little seasoned salt, garlic, whatever you like, or nothing, and then you put in, I want to say 1 egg to so much cornmeal and hot water, stir it, and it'll make firm little patties, and then you just fry those patties on both sides, and that's hot water cornbread.
So good. So
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
What's the difference between that and cornbread?
So cornbread has like self-rising flour in it, and it kind of puffs up and it's kind of cakey. This is very dense. And it is great. It is so good with like chili. And
yes.
That sounds good. Yes, I'm gonna do that. Yes, I'm gonna do that.
Sweet or savory cornbread?
That's a good question. It depends on what I'm eating.
What's the definition of a savory cornbread?
Like with buttermilk
put it this way, Jiffy is sweet and everything else is usually savory.
Yeah.
I've never had sweet cornbread before. I've only ever had savory.
You ever had Jiffy cornbread?
Oh,
man.
Never had Jiffy cornbread is like cake almost.
Yeah. It's like a corn cake. It's delicious.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does leave like a
I've
little sweet.
never had Jiffy.
Oh,
because regular cornbread is better.
No.
He said, I disagree.
I'm not arguing. Look.
No. I hear what you're saying. No, trust me. I get what you're saying, but I've just never had it.
Since I'm already cooking other stuff for you, we'll just have like a whole cornbread flight. We'll do savory cornbread, sweet cornbread, and then hot water cornbread.
And
yeah,
I'll be sure to bring you some ribs.
Since we're talking about bread, dressing or stuffing?
Dressing.
Neither.
What's the difference?
Yeah, what is the difference? I don't.
One is delicious and the other one gets you sick because you're cooking with the bird.
Yes.
Can somebody else say what it is?
So dressing is a standalone dish that normally is usually like a big vat of cornbread that has been cooked and then crumbled, mixed with some chicken broth and other stuff, and then cooked again. Usually, like some people put a little bit of like meat, like pansage or something in. That's what my mother used to do. And you can eat it alone. I would eat a plate of dressing with like this, like a little piece of ham and a plate of
cranberry sauce. Oh my god!
Stuffing,
Yeah.
like stovetop stuffing, usually tends to be like seasoned breadcrumbs, I don't know, some apples and some like other nonsense. But people stuff the bird with like raw breadcrumb water, whatever. They stuff the bird. It helps to keep the bird moist, and it also people pull that back out and eat it because it has picked up the roasting juices from the bird. But it don't taste like nothing. It's not really seasoned. If you've ever had stovetop stuffing, that's stuffing. If you've ever had your grandmother's cornbread dressing, that is dressing.
I got a question, and we gotta get this out there. This is a black thing. Where do we stand on chitlins?
Ew.
No.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry. Not no. Hell no.
Hell no.
I agree.
Hell no.
No.
I just had to ask because like it's the holiday season and every neighborhood is about to start smelling like booty noodles, and I cannot even attend your function if you cook chitlins in your house. I'm sorry.
My house.
Function. Yes.
No.
Chitlins is one of those things I think we have outgrown, and it's not about respectability politics. It's not about outgrowing, disrespecting your ancestors. It's like we ain't got to eat intestines no more.
That
right.
part.
You know what's funny though? You know who else eats a form of chitlins?
Koreans.
Koreans.
Yep, Koreans.
And it's delicious. Eyes free.
Here's the thing that went through my head recently.
I was like, I've never heard it called that before.
Koreans are like
referred to that.
African cousins.
What?
They are like so much of the stuff that we're into, they're into. Which is like really weird.
Well, a lot of the stuff that America is into, Africans brought with them when they got brought over here, because they didn't bring like youngsters. They brought everybody. So people that knew how to cook. That's how yams ended up, or what we call yams, ended up making it over here. You know. Actually, I think sweet potatoes are native, but it looked enough like the yam from Africa. They're like, we can do the same things with this, you know? So, and rice.
That's my next question. Sweet potato pie or pumpkin pie?
Boy,
Sweet potato.
That's no damn stupid question.
Some people who are watching might not know, and they just might be in this whitewash idea of what the holidays is. And I'm sorry.
Okay.
Like,
So hold
I'm
on.
gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. If I put together every other slice, sweet potato and pumpkin, and like pushed it all together so you wouldn't know the difference, you wouldn't be able to really tell which is which. If a Black person seasons a pumpkin pie, it will taste like a Black person seasons a sweet potato pie. If a white person or someone that doesn't cook with a lot of flavor makes a sweet potato pie, it will be just as tasteless as their pumpkin pie. They are very, very similar in texture and color, you know. So, but people usually say sweet potato pie for Black people because we put cinnamon and nutmeg and butter and all this other stuff in it. And they
how
just
are you gonna make it?
grind up a pumpkin and put in a pie shell.
No.
I don't think I know any Black people who make pumpkin pie.
That's
Yeah, I've never
interesting.
made one.
My mom would make pumpkin pie, but she seasoned it. So I never grow up knowing that like people didn't like pumpkins.
Exactly.
No.
And I've had pumpkin pie that was delicious because the person that cooked it knew how to make all pies. They were from Louisiana. They had like a little bit of like praline cream across the top. I was like, you better do that thing. It was so good. Lord.
So quick story. My job used to do catered holiday parties.
so have you brought that up?
They haven't done it in like 8 years or so, but someone walked up to me and was like, did you get all the desserts? I said, no, I'm pacing myself and making my rounds, because literally like this catered event was literally nothing but desserts, cakes, cookies, pies, whatever. And I hadn't made my way over to the pie area yet. They were like, well, this is real good sweet potato pie over there. I know you like sweet potato pie. I was like, I do love sweet potato pie. And anybody who knows me knows I love how much I love sweet potato pie. So I go over there and they're like, yeah, this one right here, sweet potato. And I looked at them like, that's not sweet potato pie. I could tell by looking at it. They're like, yes, it's sweet potato pie. I'm like, trust me, this is not sweet potato pie. And they kept arguing with me. I was like, okay, I'm gonna prove it to you right now. I took a little piece. It went in my mouth and into a napkin. I said, that's pumpkin. Get away from me before I get fired.
Mm-hmm. I like them both.
Because there's a textural and flavor difference between sweet potato and pumpkin. And if you cook long enough, you can visually look and tell the difference between a sweet potato and a pumpkin pie.
Well,
Yeah, pumpkin pie is more fibrous.
And the other one's going to be a little more orange.
And this
Well,
person,
like somebody mentioned in the chat about taro, which is a Japanese sweet potato. I absolutely think a Japanese sweet potato would make a really good sweet potato pie.
Yes.
That's what I use when I'm doing Jamaican sweet potato. I use Irish, and I also mix it with like the Korean or the Japanese as well, because the texture is similar to the potatoes I have in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
So sorrel sweet potato pie made with a Japanese sweet potato. Are you keeping a list of all these things that you're supposed to be making for us?
Yeah, we need to do like a Friendsgiving thing.
Listen, I'll make some jerk, some honey ham. Yes, look.
I can make some salmon patties.
If no one wants to host it at their home, I have plenty of room here at Challenges Games and Comics.
Nice.
No, for real. We need to do that, like for real. Like how all of these companies are having potlucks and stuff, which I'm gonna put a pin in that. We should have a nerd holiday thing at Tony's. We all do a potluck, bring stuff. I got salmon patties, and what else can I do? I can make a good pot of spaghetti. I'm for untraditional holiday foods.
Well, yeah, we don't have to have the turkey dressing. However, I can do dressing, and I can tear that shit up. I mean,
I gotta have dressing with some cranberry sauce from the can.
I was about to say, now cranberry sauce needs to be sliced from the can.
Yes.
People that make their like cranberry sauce from scratch with the berries and the chunks, and it miss me with that. That is not what I want. I want the ocean
that's like
spray.
putting raisins in your potato salad.
Yes.
Ocean spray,
You're doing
jelly
too much.
can sliced along the ridges that come out when you take it out.
Exactly. That's Thanksgiving to me. That is holiday food with some dressing, some turkey, some deep fried turkey. Oh my god. Oh, I love like holiday food.
So
Well-
our producer did say that if you want to be part of the potluck, you need to be interviewed for mains dishes. Side dishes is fine, but main dishes, we need to know what you're doing, who all made it, where your recipe from, how long you've been cooking it. Otherwise, you're bringing drinks and ice.
I was gonna bring up and stuff when it comes to dressing. What I did one holiday, like I said, I used to hang out with the chefs and stuff when I was working up at Evergreen Conference Center and Resort. All right, so one year for the holiday, I made dressing. And people were eating it and they were like, oh my goodness, that's so good. Then somebody was like, what's this? And they pulled out a shrimp. And then somebody else was like, why is it crunchy? And they had pecans in it.
What is this?
What was it?
I made a dressing with sauteed shrimp, mushrooms, and pecans.
That sounds good.
And everybody was like, oh my God, this is so good. At first they were like, nah, this ain't supposed to work together. So if you ever want to experiment, shrimp, mushrooms, and pecans go real good in the dressing.
Okay. I want to go back to something James said. You brought up potlucks and the work things. My job is having one, and they had the sign up sheet where everybody brings something. We all work in corporate America to some degree, or in some shape, way, form, or fashion. What are your rules for who stuff you decide to eat at your potluck? Because I work with these people all year, and I know some people I will never eat whatever they cook or prepare from their house. Even if it was brought from the store and put in the refrigerator, I'm not eating anything that's been inside the kitchen because there's too many times the lady that loves cats made stuff, and yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. But what are your rules to guiding what you eat during the work potluck events?
I've got
But before we jump down that hole, just want to say, Tony, I realized I was pulling a face as you was talking, and it wasn't because I didn't think it was going to be good. It's because I was trying to remember, when I've done something, when I've had something like that before. And that is the Louisiana way to make dressing. They do like oyster dressing, seafood dressing, etc., with like shrimp and oysters and clams stuff in it too. So the face was, I wonder if Angele, my friend from Louisiana, I wonder if she does that. So I didn't want you to think that I was frowning at your food.
Oh, no. I mean, like I said, I tried it just on a whim because I just happen to like shrimp and pecans. And I thought, well, I wonder how they taste in the dressing. And I tried it and it worked out great.
Good stuff. Yeah. It's really good people, really good like cooks and chefs. They will experiment with a lot of stuff. But experimenting should not be for the potluck, which we're about to talk about.
Yes.
Somebody mentioned in the chat, don't eat nothing. And that's the rule. Eat before you go.
That part. Yeah. So I will say this. I've been lucky at my current job with the teams I've been on who have done these things, that the people with pets normally bring store-bought items.
Good.
Right? So I thank them for that because they don't tend to look like us, those people with pets, who like to cook and bring in treats and whatever, and everyone knows like, oh, she has cats or he has dogs. And yeah, when you hear someone has pets and they start bringing food in, your antenna goes up and it's like, yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm actually kind of full. I got my lunch in the fridge.
Are y'all worried about what, the pet hair?
Yes.
Yes.
And them feeding the pets.
That part.
Kissing the pets and like, oh, here,
Right.
little Rex, lick the spoon and let's mix it up.
While they're mixing stuff. Like, no, we don't.
There was a video on TikTok of a lady, one of them making paw print cookies, and she's taking her little dog and putting
stuck his paw in the cookie dough.
She was just trolling.
Yeah, but there are people that are really like that.
No, I remember at one particular job, and this was told to me by the person who worked there, that they went to the bathroom and they saw their manager go in. The manager came in, used the bathroom, walked out, did not wash his hands, then went to the area where they were catering and said, oh, y'all didn't mix the salad and stuff together? Everything's just laying. He took his bare hand and just mixed the salad together. And everyone watched him and no one said anything. And then they just went and picked and ate. And if you know what he looked like. But
yeah.
So no salad that day.
So yeah, I don't trust. I'm very picky.
Yeah,
I was told you don't eat from everybody.
You don't. You don't.
Not to mention, they will put some stupid things together that don't work. Like we already talked about the raisins in the potato salad, broccoli in like yam souffle. Like, why does my sweet potato souffle have broccoli in it? You know, or like walnuts and macaroni and cheese. What are you doing? What is this?
Walnuts.
Honey bunches of no.
That's the one right there. Honey bunches of nope.
Honey bunches of nope.
Because I don't mess with actual dishes with the team potluck or whatever. I always bring a dessert. And this time of year, it'll either be a cheesecake. Well, it'll be one of two cheesecakes, sweet potato or apple pie. So, and I've had no complaints from the people. Matter of fact, you know, depending on what's left, somebody will always come up to me and be like, can I take the rest of this home? I'm like, please, because it's not coming back with me. Like, I made it to get it out of my crib. Y'all do whatever with it.
If I bring something to somebody, it's going to be one of those big foil pans so I can leave all that shit there when I leave. I'm not taking it back. And like Dana mentioned, like broccoli and carrots in mac and cheese. And that's a specific distinction. Broccoli mac and cheese is all right.
Yes.
You know, but I would prefer that you cook the broccoli. Don't just mix in raw florets.
That part.
When the broccoli's done, when the mac and cheese is done, you basically take like Kraft macaroni and cheese and then like shave off some broccoli in it. What are you doing? And I hate you for it. And if you add carrots, also are not done, we fighting. The minute I into my mac and cheese, we're fighting.
Ooh. Do you like a dry macaroni or a wet macaroni? Both
I like
baked.
that macaroni.
Okay.
Wet.
Macaroni in a pot.
Look, I'm not opposed to 8 cheese macaroni in a pan that came out of the oven. So
I like the pan
as long as you know
macaroni.
what you're doing, as long as you know, because not everybody can do that. Like if you can do that properly, your multi-cheese macaroni in a pan in the oven, cool. Some people out here just throwing stuff together and like, look, it came out great and it looks like soup.
Now
Yeah.
that's
What did you do?
and don't
And then why is
overcook the
it
noodles.
brown?
The noodles shouldn't be all runny and just over separate. Yeah, like you have to understand how pasta cooks. Like if you're going to make a pasta dish and it's going to be around cheese and everything, and it's all it out forever, undercook the noodles so they can finish cooking when you bake it, right?
Oh, al dente.
Al dente, exactly. You want if the box says 7, cook it for 5, right? Just so you're not messing up your meal. Because if I get mac and cheese mush, I'm gonna look at you stupid. You know. Now I will say, there's somebody down here says mac and cheese needs to have been made with a roux. Anything without it is a big nope. Okay, I will give you that. I will also say that I have used Velveeta in my mac and cheese when I feel like it, because sometimes it's the difference between wanting to do like an authentic baked macaroni and cheese, a macaroni and cheese souffle pie, whatever you want to call it, where you boil the noodles and milk and you do the roux and all that stuff. I can do that. If I'm doing for me though at home, I'm gonna get like a chunk of Velveeta with a little bit of like whipping cream, boil that up, mix that all up on the stove, throw in some fresh cheese and set that to bake, and then I'm like, I did it, and it'd be great. But I also like that taste because I grew up with that government cheese or Velveeta taste, and so that's what I feel.
I hate that taste. That Velveeta, it's like so weirdly salty.
It's
I have to do my stuff from scratch. Like if I make rotel, I can't do Velveeta in my rotel.
Oh yeah, I don't like rotel anyway. But yeah, I feel you. And if I was gonna cook it for other people, I would do it the hard way or not do it at all.
Right.
But if I'm just making mac and cheese, if you come to my house and I say I got mac and cheese at home, I did it with Velveeta. Just so you know.
That was fire number 3 for me. I was trying to cook lasagna and I did something wrong and I started a fire in the oven.
See, the part that you did wrong was that you was in the kitchen. We've already established you should not be in the kitchen.
Okay.
That's where you messed up. You walked in the kitchen.
I was a newlywed and I was like, okay, let me show my husband I can cook.
No.
Well,
Order
he
out.
married
Throw
you
the
without knowing what
Order
you
out.
cooking?
Hide the boxes. Claim you did it.
I was trying to be cute.
That man knew you couldn't cook before he married you.
No, he
Exactly.
didn't.
Knew.
No, he didn't.
No, he
didn't.
knew. He knew.
Had you ever cooked for him before you got married?
No, because we were in the military, so we lived in dorms. I couldn't cook. How was I going to cook?
Right. This sounds like
Word got around.
Boomerang, you didn't marry me for my cooking.
He didn't. But I was going to try because I was like, yes, I'm a new wife. Let me cater to my man. And but he put the fire out.
Oh, I would hope so.
right? And then we went to IHOP.
Where you should have went. Yeah. I'm with that.
Wow, where you should have went. That where you should
And
have
then
went.
IHOP was 30 minutes away at the time, so I ruined dinner. Yay!
RJ, what about
or,
you?
Or you provided a reason to go to IHOP.
I mean, I would have preferred the lasagna because I mean, the recipe book made it look like it was going to be good.
Oh my gosh!
What are you? Oh my goshing, sir!
Nothing.
Wait, RJ, we're coming to you.
Well, so like I have never been someone who really cooked macaroni. I will cook some mean greens though. I got in trouble in college because I cooked greens for my friends, and they were like, "Oh, well, spinach can't taste good." I said, "Bet." I like showed up at their dorm with the spices in my bag. I said, "All right, hold on now," and I cooked for them. And the girl's boyfriend made a comment like, "Oh, your spinach doesn't taste like that." I got in trouble from then on. I said, "No, I'm not anymore."
You was that girl showing up all the other girls. All the women hated you.
You cannot show up your friends to this and look at
You
others.
trying to steal my man with your spinach.
That
Whatever. I
part
would have
right there.
befriended her. I'd be like, "You cook," and then run away.
What's
And I'd be
going
like,
on? The drink?
"Look, babe, look what I made."
See, your friend's man's was like, "Ooh," and your friends got mad at you.
Mm-hmm.
You can't show them up in front of their dudes.
Yes, you can.
You can show me up.
She was
You
telling me
should.
and they put the soy sauce and stuff. So I was like, she knows how to cook.
Yeah,
You
and then
should
they turn
show
to the
them
significant
up
others and be like,
every
"Babe, why
chance
can't
you-
you cook like this?" Because
Yeah,
y'all
Show them
friends.
up every chance you get.
To Angela's point, I actually did that once. A friend of mine, I had this really good like shrimp and scallop pasta that I used to make, and she asked me how to make it, and I told her, and then she said, "Can you write down the whole recipe for me?" And I did, and then she said, "Can you come cook it?" And she's like, she had tried and it didn't turn out right, and so she was hoping that I would come and cook it before the guy she was trying to date got there. And I was like, you ain't shit, right? I did it, but I told her about herself. So you lying to this man right now?
It's okay as long as you get the ring. Who cares if that's what you want?
Ooh, that's a slippery
I
slope.
can't stand with you on that one.
I don't care.
I
I don't care.
am
It works
glad
for me.
that I know my
It works
way
for me.
around the kitchen fairly well, to where I don't have to worry about this.
Yeah, I catfished the hell out of my husband. My home ec teacher gave me a C because she was like, "You need to go to college, so I'm not going to fail you. But you either need to make some money or marry somebody who can cook, because this isn't going to work for you. You will not survive as an adult." And
you
she
did
was not
both.
wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I did. Go me.
The only reason
You gotta learn how to cook. I'm sorry. You gotta cook. I'm sorry.
I could cook in the microwave. We already established.
That's not cooking. That is nuking.
No,
She can
Mark,
keep herself fed.
Mark, I have to disagree with you. Cooking is not everybody's ministry. Everybody has
understand it.
something that they're good at.
I understand that, and I guess Angela's good at the law. She knows the law. That's
I
what
look
she's
at it
good
this way. I will often tell people I cook well enough not to starve.
There you go.
Okay.
But no one comes to me and says, "Hey, Furious, can you make us a 5?" No, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm handy around the house and I can fix computers and I'll work on cars. Those are the things I'm good at. So those are the things I focus on. Other people are good at cooking and they focus on those things. So while I get the idea that, yes, you should know how to cook because you're a functioning adult, I don't necessarily know that 100% of the population needs to adhere to that because everybody is good at something.
Right.
Come through Uber Eats.
Right. So like during the apocalypse, I know that if I'm not the leader of whatever group I end up with, then I'm going to be the cook. And I plan like when the end comes and everybody start looting, I'm going straight to the seasoning aisle because we're not going to be able to make garlic powder and seasoned salt. I'm taking all the Lowrys and Tonys I can carry, and some cayenne pepper and some red pepper, and then I'm going in the produce section to get any like green onions, anything else with a root bulb on it, so I can grow some more later. And then people are gonna be looking for me. I'm gonna be the most famous, most popular person in the apocalypse.
Well, we already got our zombie apocalypse survival squad together anyway.
Yo.
That needs to be a whole episode.
We'll have the spices.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to tag along because otherwise I'm not making it.
Right.
Yeah, we'll
Right.
find something for you to do. There's always other stuff.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There
was a question.
Oh, sorry. I'm just thinking about the fact that like during COVID, when they were emptying the shelves, they emptied out the toilet paper. That still gets me.
I mean,
You
priority.
still gotta take care of bodily functions.
You know what? That brings us all the way back around to eating. There was a video I saw just yesterday, and it was like an Indian wedding maybe, and they were all eating with their hands. You know, like you get the food and the rice, or like a food because there's a lot of nationalities that eat with their hands, whether it's something grainy or pulp or pop or whatever. And some comment said, eating with your hands, that's gross. And the rebuttal's like, I don't listen to anybody that wipes their butt that cleans their butt with paper. And I was like, you got a point. Because like bidets is a thing. And eating healthy enough to not need more than a bidet is also a thing. But also washing your hands when you come out of the bathroom is a third thing. And it shouldn't matter to you whether you eat with your hands or not, because your hands shouldn't be dirty when you're eating, even if you're eating with utensils. Wash your hands. Wash. I can stop that sentence right there. Wow.
I wouldn't mind COVID number 2 happening so I could get locked in again. That was great.
And I don't want COVID number 2 to happen.
No.
I personally feel like food just tastes better when you eat it with your hands, like ribs and pizza and like certain things, even if it's not a finger food, just eating off your hands, I feel, I don't know, it changes the experience to me. I like to eat with my hands, which is why I'm not only just going to do the cursory whatever with the hand sanitizer, I'm going in the bathroom and I'm getting it in because I know I'm about to eat with my hands and it's delicious. But somebody, speaking of, we missed a comment earlier. The question was, how do you get rid of food that you don't want to eat in public? Like whether it's at a potluck or a family thing. He said he's like, fold the plate over and just pretend it never happened. But if you're chewing something, how do you get rid of it? There we go.
For me, I have no shame. And if your food is disgusting, I want you to know that because you shouldn't be preparing food for people in public. So I make it known that this is not good in the rudest way possible. I don't turn the plate over or anything like that. And I just know this was bad. If it's good, the plate will be clean. You won't have to worry about it. But if you put something bad and we all eating it, and I don't believe in that protecting your feelings. You got to know.
So, I tend to make sounds of disgust because I want you to know that you gave me this nasty piece of shit.
I will politely walk over to said person who made said dish and let them know that you should try other things.
Damn, not that.
I'm happy I learned it. It wasn't
not out loud, but like privately let them know, like, yeah, you should try other things because this ain't one of them.
If it's like a restaurant, if I don't know who made the food, it's like a giant, whatever. I'm just, politely spit it out in a napkin like you got taught. But if it's somebody that I know made something and it's nasty,
right, you won't get that look. Why did you do this? Why did you assault my taste buds?
Right. I'm gonna look you dead in your eyes. I spit it out and let you know, what was this? What were you doing? Why'd you try? If at first you don't succeed, quit.
I agree.
And look, this has to be said
my whole family before.
Look, this has to be said to people because, especially when you're in gatherings of friends and family, because as someone who has cooked for others, and not on a large scale, yeah, I've made dishes here and there. I brought desserts to places. If I welcome all feedback, good and bad. Like, let me know. Like, should I try this again? Was this good? Was it bad? All right, it was bad. Cool. I'm not doing that again. I experimented and did like the apple pie cheesecake. I did. I literally, the first one I made, I took to some friends for one of our wrestling events and said, y'all my guinea pigs. Let me know. I appreciate all feedback. They told me what it needed, what needed to go. They was like, it's solid. It just needs more apple. Okay, cool. The next time I went over there with one, they had more apple, and that was Christmas last year. So, but
right, you can't let them continue making
that part. You can't let people continue to believe that they're good at cooking anything when they're not.
Because they'll bring potluck. Next thing you know, you eating it at Christmas again. And speaking of Christmas, this is a holiday show.
Wait,
bring it back around to the holiday part, since we got lost in the food of it all.
Because it's great.
Native Indigenous Peoples Day is a food holiday, but Christmas is for the childrens mostly. But let me ask you, what's on your red velvet cake? That's what's up. But
that's my favorite.
It's one of my favorites too. Red velvet cheesecake is fire. and Oreo cheesecake. But anyway,
Oh my God, yeah.
Christmas. One, do you celebrate Christmas? And two, if you do, what's on your Christmas list? We all know that we're adults and we ain't getting shit from nobody, but what's on your Christmas list anyway?
Jill Scott. I mean,
Jill Scott's on all of your lists, not just
Right.
Christmas.
Christmas
better.
list, Valentine's wish list, terminal cancer wish list, all of it.
Just woke up this morning list.
Right.
All right, I'll go first. I'll answer it. Christmas used to be like one of my favorite holidays, obviously as a kid, but as an adult, that harsh reality of ain't nobody getting you nothing for Christmas, Santa Claus ain't real, all that stuff just kind of depressed me. So as an adult,
Oh my God.
hey, let me finish. But as an adult, especially since I work, like because I work every holiday season because I do cons and stuff, I'm always at work. I just come home. I like to watch A Christmas Story for some reason, and hope that I find some Christmas trees underneath my Christmas tree.
Some presents underneath your Christmas tree?
I am
No, I said
deceived.
Christmas trees underneath my Christmas tree.
There's
okay.
tree
I got it.
underneath the
Yep.
trees.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I love
Yeah.
that for you.
Mhm.
I'm
about you,
married.
Martha?
So I better get something for Christmas. I know that much.
Yeah, you married. You got a husband. He's
I mean, you got a whole family. Yeah.
I better have something under the Christmas tree.
But for all the single people, what do the lonely do?
Everybody else is single. Everybody else isn't single.
I love getting Chinese food on Christmas. That's a weird tradition I didn't think would stick.
Did you get that from the Christmas Story?
Yes, 100%.
What you gotta say, Mark? I didn't know you were Jewish.
Hey, that's another thing. Like, I really want to celebrate Hanukkah, like just one good time. I want to celebrate Hanukkah and experience like another person's winter holiday. Because we tried celebrating Kwanzaa one year, we didn't know what the hell we were doing.
I mean,
At least
Do you
you
have
put
any
the
Jewish
effort out
friends?
to try it.
Right.
True.
But you have to gather for all 8 days. What is it? 8 days?
12, 8.
Kwanzaa, yes, 8 days.
Kwanzaa's 8.
Yeah,
I thought
you have to
Kwanzaa
gather
was
for
7,
for all
Hanukkah was 8.
days to observe the tenant for each day.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have to be a long gathering. Y'all can just meet up someplace for like 5 minutes and maybe just go out to eat every
Right.
day of Kwanzaa. But
Can y'all name the 8 Kwanzaa?
no.
Okay.
I know Amani, and that's it.
Imani, Ujama, Ujima, Kujichagulia, Nia, Imani. That's 5. I'm missing some.
Is there a Kwanzaa in there?
No, Kwanzaa
it's called
umbrella
Kwanzaa.
term.
I tried.
But Long Kiss Goodnight, from a nerdy standpoint, Long Kiss Goodnight is a cult classic
I
masterpiece.
love that movie so
I
much.
love that.
Sorry,
movie.
it's
Yeah.
7 days of Kwanzaa.
Yeah, I said that.
Okay, so I'm only missing 2. Okay.
Umoja, Kujugligali,
Kujichagulia.
Good googly moogly.
Ujima, Ujama, Nia, and what were the other ones? Dang it. I just had the other 2.
All right, so since we're talking about
On the
Kwanzaa,
Boondocks episode.
Mm.
since we're talking about Kwanzaa, and this was when I actually learned what it was, because in
Cool.
elementary school in the 90s, they just kind of, the 3 holidays, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and Christmas were just together. They didn't really teach us about the origins of any of it except for Christmas. So I thought as a 7-year-old, Kwanzaa was a traditional African holiday that our ancestors celebrated before we were taken from our homeland and forced to pick cotton. That is not the case. Kwanzaa is all American made.
Yes.
Back in the 60s.
Before Wakanda, there was Kwanzaa.
Right. And
And
I was like 7, 8 years old, and I went up to like some actual African kids. I was like, "Oh, we're celebrating Kwanzaa and blah blah blah," and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" So that was a harsh reality for me that year.
Yeah.
But hey, maybe 100 years from now, people will actually think it's been around forever.
No, they won't.
Fair,
We really
because there are
celebrate
some
it.
people who believe
It doesn't
Wakanda is
take
the real nation in Africa.
Right. I mean, there's people that believe that we've always celebrated, we've always like sung the national anthem at football games, and that's only like 20, 30 years old. So all it takes is a couple generations of concentrated propaganda, and people believe it's always been around.
And if it ever gets commercialized, then they'll believe it for real.
Right? I'm looking at you, Target. You want to redeem yourself? Commercialize Kwanzaa. Go ahead. I dare you.
Well, they already fired the CEO. Good job, people.
Right?
Yeah.
Like going back. So from a holiday shopping standpoint, we're doing the whole Black Friday, Blackout, Cyber Monday, like don't buy nothing. Unless it's directly from a Black-owned business. You can do that. So stay off of Amazon. Yeah, challengesgames.com. Go over there for all your nerdy needs.
Over there.
We're all pointing at Tony some kind of way.
That guy over there.
This one.
This has been the longest commercial for Tony's shop.
I'm all for it.
Right?
My commercial for my business is really more so coming in December because we finally have the full volume releasing in December.
Ooh.
Issue 2?
Part two of volume.
Okay.
We will have part 2 for those who got part 1. And then for those who didn't have to deal with the Attack on Titan length wait, they just get the full volume 1. And then
so are you going to be doing a signing at this place called Challenges Games and Comics?
When I looked in my books, I think I saw that. So yeah, I do believe so. Yeah, but we're also doing a collab with another restaurant because y'all remember we did the Tiger Sugar thing. We got one lined up for next year too, and we just finished an art contest. So we got some stuff underway. It's cooking.
I kind of hate I didn't get up there to get one of those special cups you guys made.
Yeah. Those were limited edition, but for you, I'll get you one just for you.
What? Just for him?
What, Mark? You didn't get one? You got one.
No, I didn't get one. Wait, did I? I did get one. I'm sorry. I did get one.
Y'all should talk about this offline so the people who actually have the quote unquote limited edition don't get upset.
This is a good point. It's all right.
I'm just saying.
Hey, I'm helping to promote her book and her company.
Well, plug for my business. If you get too drunk and drive, call me.
Right?
That will never happen with me.
If you get arrested New Year's Eve for speeding, call her.
Look.
Or if you get into a car accident.
Don't drink and drive. Someone almost took me out one year, so nah.
Right.
And if somebody is drinking and driving and they hit you, call me. We could get even more money.
Yeah, and then you'll lose your insurance.
Well, that's their problem. We're talking about if you get hit, like plug me.
Yeah. Drunk driver almost took me out one night. Don't do it.
Speaking of insurance, for those of you who live in areas with little woodland creatures, because people, this happens during the holiday season. Sometimes woodland creatures jump out across the highways and the roadways. Do not swerve. Hit Bambi, hit the turkey, hit Thumper.
Bambi wanted to die. That's why she came out there.
If they cross the roadway and you swerve, and this is free insurance advice that you did not hear from me. If you swerve and hit something and mess up your car in any way, shape, or form, you are responsible.
Bambi might take out more
don't
than
hit
your
a
car,
deer.
though.
Like that's how people die in those type of accidents.
Yeah.
Don't hit a deer.
You can slam your brakes, but do not swerve.
Right. Just slam it and hit it less hard,
I get it. The things with
in the
antlers and everything coming through the windshield is a fear and everything. I understand that. But guess what? If you swerve and you roll over 7 times and come out of it without a scratch and your car is totaled, you are on the hook for replacing your vehicle, not your insurance.
James, I will take that over being impaled by deer antlers.
That is fair. Just know that insurance, which is pretty much mark that down, is okay. We will observe this for later, and you got to buy your
down so that if you can slam on your brakes and just hit the deer, and if it dies, hey, Christmas dinner.
Right.
All I'm doing is taking the tag off the car, calling the Uber, and going home.
Bruised meat grinds up just fine.
Matter of fact, a young lady I used to tutor almost hit a turkey one year, and I told her she should have hit the turkey. She would have had dinner all ready for Thursday lined up.
Yep.
There is a way to get the insurance to pay, but you have to call me for that.
Okay. Anyway, so moving into what are we talking about? Christmas wish list. What do you want for Christmas?
I lost my mind at Disney World, so I feel like nothing.
Yeah, because you've already spent all your money. So
my whole mind.
RJ, you want sales.
Sales and fuzzy socks, because I have a weakness for fuzzy socks. Them
Really?
thick. Oh yes, I love. Listen, when I'm not, formally, I'm in a big fuzzy robe, wrapped up, skin oiled, and look, fuzzy socks all the time.
I'm with you. I think I want some pajamas. Like I don't sleep in them, but I do like to hang around my house.
Wait, what?
Y'all too nasty. I'm just saying I don't sleep in like the pants and the top pajamas because I roll over and it's too much and I end up choked by my own clothes in the middle of the night. So I don't do all that. But I do like hanging out in my house in pajamas. And I have discovered the beauty of like the sweatpants type material and like the little oversized, soft, fuzzy, warm chenille, whatever it's called, clothing. And that is awesome. Ooh, an epilator is not a bad idea either.
What's an epilator?
It's
Oh my God.
scrubby bird like machine thing that takes all the foot off. It's a pedicure engine, so to speak. It's like they took a drill and put a sander on the end of it, and then you can like, get all the stuff off your foot.
Ah.
But no,
It's
realistically,
either that or a bikini line trimmer, because they both are called epilator, but it could be one or the other. But yeah.
realistically though, I would like some Legos.
Okay.
Ooh, which ones?
So there's a Soundwave Lego set that came out a couple of months ago. Soundwave is a transformer from the G1 line. He turns to a cassette player, and you can make two of his cassettes, Laserbeak and Ravage. And then they did a reissue of Star Wars Luke's X-Wing, and I want both of those.
They run you about how much?
$200 each.
Oh.
It's worth it.
What? Okay. All right, I got one for y'all. I got one for y'all, and I've been called weird for this. As an adult, I think the best Christmas gift you can get another adult is to pay a bill or two for them. Just personally, I don't understand why people don't make that normalized, because then I can take the money I was gonna spend on that bill and just get me whatever I want. But like, I know it's taboo to like not give money for Christmas, but like if you got, wrote a check or like $200, something that can pay a bill, I'll be extremely grateful. That would be like one of the best gifts you can ever get somebody, is like pay a bill for them for a month. Like, come on.
There is nothing taboo about money. As I tell people every year when my birthday is coming up, there is nothing wrong with giving me money and gift cards. It means you thought enough of me to let me pick my own present.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So telling people to give you cash.
That is something, I think it started with like Gen X, because I knew I would ask for cash because I didn't think my parents knew how to shop for me. They didn't like or know about what I liked. So give me money and I'll buy it myself. And my grandmother and mother used to get upset, like, we want to get you something you really like. Yeah, but you don't know how to shop for me. You're trying to make it a surprise. Just give me $25 and I'll be happy. Maybe I'll go to the movies. Maybe I'll buy, at the time, a video game, or whatever. But as the cost of living continues to go up, paying a bill for somebody is absolutely a present. But some of the older generations be like, well, that's so impersonal. No, it's not, because it's my money.
Hell, you pay my car note. We like this. Pay my car note.
One less thing I have to worry about for the month.
Right.
I remember my friends got married, and this was 15 years ago, give or take, and their registry was Home Depot.
Nice.
No, that makes sense. I would do that.
Plates and towels we need put in on this remodel we got to do for this house they bought that they were fixing up.
Nice.
Smart.
Yeah, we don't need those blenders and toasters or whatever that we probably ain't going to use. Stay in the box that we will re-gift later on in the year.
You could put money put money towards a tub. You could put money towards like their shower head or whatever, or you can do like $50 gift card at Home Depot, and they spend. Then that's how they finance getting their house redone, which was way more than needing another set of his and her towels and some candles and some.
Right. No cares for that nonsense. I started picking cash in high school because, again, early 90s video games was my jam. Had a Nintendo and a Sega Genesis, so pretty much the aunts and uncles was asking me what I wanted. Whatever video game was coming out. Tecmo Bowl came out early this year. Can I get that? Super Mario 3 came out early this year. Can I get that? My mom looking at me like I lost my mind. Like, what? They asked me what I wanted. This is what I want. And then when I got to college,
they wanted that.
Right. And then when I got to college, it got to the point of we just giving you cash because we ain't looking for this stuff. Cool. Now I can go to Best Buy, buy my own video games. I can go to GameStop and let them take my money, right?
Yo, the way I was friends with the dudes up at GameStop, like they was like, Norm, like when I come in, like, Joy, what's up? What you want? Yo, we got the new thing you've been waiting on, because I was in there all the time.
Because now it's like, yeah, now they're like, you don't still play video games? Yes, I do. That's why I'm busting your kids' butts in these games now.
Not the children.
Yep. They gotta learn.
I've been beating kids in video games for 30 years. I will beat them for the next 30 years. You pick up that controller, you old enough to take this whooping.
Literally pump stuff up to get beat down.
You gotta learn. As Tony is probably going to go get it.
Oh, he's definitely going to get it. He's definitely going to get it.
Well, while he's going away, I would say my Christmas list, the big thing, my one thing that I truly, truly want is a 75-inch, 240 hertz new TV for my living room. Or anybody who wants to make cash donations to help me get said TV.
He got it. He got it. How much is it? What's the MSRP on that?
I don't care what the MSRP is. I got what I got it at.
Exactly.
How much is
that
it?
Is a business answer.
You got to come by Challenges Games and Comics
on Friday. Yes.
The producer says the Best Buy has the 70-inch Samsung on sale for $399.
That's probably not the 240 hertz version, but I definitely will check it out.
You never know. Samsung be doing good things.
That is very true. That is very true. It might be. Well, no, I will definitely check that out because that'll be since my birthday is in a couple weeks, that might be an early birthday present.
I'm all
Are you a Sagittarius?
I am.
Oh.
I should have just dropped the O and just left it alone.
Right, and then just look on.
Which to me means nothing because I know nothing about the zodiac, as I was raised in a very Christian household. So the only thing I know about my sign is that I'm a zodiac and that the thing is what, half man, half horse.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know anything about it.
Don't listen to Supreme Attorney. She's just trying to start some noise over there.
Oh no, I don't listen to anybody about the zodiac because I don't that stuff means nothing to me.
Right.
The CEO of Chaos is just trying to stir up some more ish.
Right. She's trying to be on her job of chaos.
Pretty much.
Speaking of, I mean, we already know that she spent all her money. So who are we missing as far as Christmas list? Just me?
I guess that'll be you can go first.
No, you can go ahead, Tony. Go ahead.
Actually, considering what I do for a living, there's nothing that's affordable that I don't have access to. So I can't think of anything, My hardest thing at Christmas time is figuring out, okay, what do I get 4 daughters where I'm getting them all the exact same thing so no one can feel that somebody else got something better than them. It's like one year I got them all matching purses. Another year I got them all robot vacuum cleaners. It's like just coming up like, every year it's like, what am I going to get them? So what I need for Christmas are answers.
Is the answer?
And for all of you guys to come and shop at Challenges Games and Comics.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm
I'll take anything Hello Kitty.
Anything Hello Kitty. Okay. I'm planning on going to Korea next year. And so I will be accepting any $5 increment of money towards my Korean trip. But for real, all I really want for Christmas is peace and quiet. I want people to leave me alone, and I'll be in Houston with my extended family, and I just want to see them Christmas Day. But I'll be there for like 4 days. Don't call me. I want to be by myself. I'm gonna go. My sister lives there. I'm gonna take her out a couple times. We might go see Wicked again. We might go down to Galveston and pick up some. Most people live in Houston. If you want fresh seafood, you go down to the wharf in Galveston and get food. So we'll probably go down there one day. But for the other like 80 hours that I'm gonna be in Houston, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be binge watching something in my room, at my hotel, or whatever, and I don't want to be bothered. And that peace. I want peace. I want peace.
Are you going to be at AWA this year or no?
Yeah, because I'm playing whatchamacallit with you, right? I'm romance, fool.
Romance. That's right.
Yeah, we're doing Sasha Boys at AWA.
Oh my God.
Are you gonna dress up as them and sing?
Yes, we got. Have you learned the choreography yet, Angela?
No. I'm working on it. I will work on it though.
Like she just said no.
Right, we need to practice.
I just ordered my stuff because I was like, why is it taking so long? I thought I ordered this back in October.
And she didn't hit send.
Mm.
She didn't hit like purchase on the stuff. But yeah, I got at least 2 of my outfits ready, so I'm good for AWA. And I'm going just as a tourist, so it's not like I have to do any interviews or anything like that. So I just
That
get
you know
extra.
of.
Mm-hmm. But it looks like I'm probably going to miss MomoCon next year because that is probably the time that I'm going to Korea. And
Oh,
so-
when you go, can I give you like a shopping list? I need some things from Korea.
No.
Close
You can
your
ask
mouth.
for 2 things. And
Close
you
your
can get
mouth.
at least one of them. But I'm not doing lists.
Oh God.
Can I get a pack of skincare products? They do.
Sure. Yeah,
they-
we're doing a skincare day when we're there. So yeah.
I want some contacts.
What color?
Ooh, pink.
Okay, I can do that.
Pink and blue.
That's 2 things.
Okay, there's a list, Joy. You're so cheap over there. Oh my God.
Just come with us.
No, I don't like Korea.
Wow.
Wow. From you?
That's racist. That is so culturally appropriated racist. I want a list of stuff from Korea, but I don't like Korea.
Right.
You're wrong.
Who hurt you?
Nothing. You don't deserve any Korean things.
It's not Korean. It's just contacts, so it's okay.
That's like
It's
the
so
fried
cheap,
chicken is nice,
though.
but y'all got to go back where you came from.
I mean, but they're so cheap over there.
Not to
You
fly
can-
over there.
and you can walk-
That ticket is like $3,000.
No, I know, but you can walk into like damn near any store and get contacts.
Why don't you like Korea? You know what? That's a whole different. We're not
That's a
gonna
whole
let
nother
you
show.
tell us.
Right.
The real show. We're
Is
show
that
Korea
3,000
hate.
round trip or each way?
3 round trip. Actually, I think the price that I saw recently was like 2,500 on Delta. There's probably some better prices out there, but I can get upgraded to first class on Delta. So
Oh, Delta it is.
Delta it is.
Fair enough.
But anyway, yeah. So any donations towards for Moana Nui producers in the background, if you want to put in on my career trip, I would absolutely do like street interviews while I'm there. Or do a whole blog for Moana Nui. That's actually not a bad idea. Do a blog for Moana Nui and then write it off as a business expense. Hot damn. I love the way I think.
And then you can show how easy it is to get contacts over there.
I will get you some. Matter of fact, yeah, you know what? I might get several pairs of contacts. And she said, like, since they're cheap, because that can always be part of a costume later on.
Exactly. That's why I need pink, I need blue, I need green, black, yellow, all of it.
Okay, United Colors of Benetton.
Exactly.
I just ran out of my contacts that I got from there from like forever ago.
Anyway, moving on. Yeah, so that's my big trip set for next year. And so resting up, because I've been traveling a lot for work, which is giving me the money to decide I'm going to go to Korea next year. Next year is a good year to do it because I'm flush with cash right now. But when you work for yourself, that shit is up and down. So yeah, while I got the money, I'm gonna go ahead and pay for it.
I'm going on an anime cruise next year in February.
An anime cruise?
Colossicon?
Oh, interesting. It's on a cruise ship?
Yeah, Royal Caribbean.
I did not know that.
So where's it go?
That's a very good question.
And see, now look at this. My wife and I usually skip Christmas presents and plan a trip or cruise for January for our anniversary. You could go to Colossicon, Prof NYC for anime cruise. I don't know how your wife would like that, but you know.
It's on Valentine's Day weekend.
Yeah.
My husband is not happy.
But
Why is he not happy?
He is not coming.
Why is wait? No, never mind.
Because he doesn't like anime. So what's the point?
So you going by yourself?
No, I recruited a friend who is also married. I don't think her husband's happy either.
Okay, it's another girl. Because I was like, wait, what?
I saw the wheels turning in her head. I saw the wheel turning.
Yeah, it's just us girls.
Joy was like, "What? Like, say who you going with."
Oh my god!
So I've been included in a commission for cosplay. B Cunningham asked me like in a chat. She's like, "Do you think the Deltas would get mad if I did like a Delta Sailor Moon?" I was like, "Yes," because they get mad about everything. Unless you make it for a Delta, because then if a Delta's wearing it, then it'll be okay. She's like, "So you want to be my Delta?" Hell yes. Sailor Mars. So we're doing that.
Finally a Sailor Mars variant.
Yes. So I'm going to be a DST Sailor Mars variant. It's going to be awesome. I don't know when she's going to make it, but we're probably going to start because she's doing a costuming, like cosplay crafting camp at her place. And I'm going to go out there for that sometime in December. So there's a lot of stuff going on.
I wanted to go to that too, but I'm going to the AT's virtual reality concert.
AT's virtual reality concert?
Yes.
What is that?
That's a very good question. I just buy things and I'm like, let's see what it is.
Well, if you're just throwing away money, challenges, games, and comics.
I swear to God, you're going to get like at
okay.
least 10 new customers after this podcast tonight.
But you know what? Speaking of challenges,
you guys are lucky I'm not pitching and getting everybody to do my Kickstarter. So I'm only doing the shop.
Speaking of, I do think it's a good idea to do like a Blerdkast Moana Nui live potluck dinner showcase or whatever at challenges. Like we can all bring some food. We can, and it would not live. We could record what we're doing and then
there we
put
go
it all together and do like a best of that night and like record us playing tabletop games, record us, doing a tour around challenges, the food that we brought, talking about each other's food, good or bad. We got to clown somebody on their food.
Okay, then I'll cook. It'll make it easy for you guys.
Right.
No, we don't want fire number 4.
No,
we don't want fire
we
number
want
4.
your house to still be standing.
What you can't do is burn down challenges, okay?
No, I'm not gonna cook there. I'll cook here. Maybe I can
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Your family needs a place to stay.
You're bringing drinks. Remember, we put you on drinks. You're on ice and cups and drinks.
And liquor.
I want to bring food now. Everybody else is
No,
bringing food.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
No. We talked about this earlier. This ain't your look.
Stick to your strengths.
That ain't one of them.
Stick to your strengths.
Right. Do something else.
Do you really want fire number 4?
Yes.
This is your lane. Stay in it.
Nobody else wants fire number 4.
Well, hey, there is a really nice Caribbean restaurant steps away from Challenges, Games, and Comics.
Oh yeah, I heard about that on TikTok.
Bring it around.
So yeah, if you want to do food, pick it up from someplace else and then bring it to Challenges.
I will tell you what the name of the place is, but I can't pronounce it.
But
we'll figure it out.
You don't need to do anything that involves turning on a stove or oven.
Okay, but what if I cook it in the microwave?
No. That's a type of oven.
No.
I only burned 2 microwaves, and that was not my fault.
But you had 3 fires.
It was probably more than 3, but
we just won't tell you what day it is. We solved that. We're not gonna tell her what day it is.
Right.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Because you guys are gonna want all the drinks and everything. You're gonna love what I bring. I know you will.
So you bring drinks.
Yes. She will make sure you're drunk. I can contest to that. She will bring enough liquor to kill you.
You know what else I have that I honestly need to get rid of? I have laced cookies that I made.
For what?
Huh? Nothing.
Christmas tree.
Yes, Christmas trees with a pine
sugar and spice and everything nice.
I like Christmas cookies.
Me too. I like Christmas tree cookies.
Tree cookies. Yes, and I will bring some.
We need to do an Uber.
Say what?
Sounds like everybody needs to go there in an Uber.
Yeah, Uber
That's
over.
Not a problem.
Oh, Escovitch. Okay.
Oh yeah,
they sound good. Escovitch. Tony's comment in the chat here.
Jana's
So wait, are
on
we doing this potluck for
Agree.
ASFE, or are we doing this for like Christmas?
Huh?
Not Thanksgiving. That's too soon. Everybody already got plans, but like maybe sometime in December.
Well, no, I said ASFE, the sci-fi
No,
con.
that's too far away.
Too far away? All right, so Christmas time. All right.
And plus, like I said, we already got a party and stuff that we got planned, you know, for the Atlanta Sci-Fi and Fantasy Expo.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
AtlantaSci-FiExpo.com. Okay.
There you go. Yeah, if we did something in challenges, I would only be available either before AWA, which is like before the 20th, or after the 27th. So like maybe like 29th, 30th that weekend, Sunday, Monday, somewhere in there.
Yeah, we can make it a New Year's thing. I think that'll work out a lot better
Well,
personally.
the
I got
27th of
plans for New
December
Year's.
is no, the 26th of December is the start of Kwanzaa.
Ooh.
I'll still be out of town, but yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure something out. We'll let the people who need to know.
'Cause there's other folks, yeah.
People who
I
need
need
to
to
know.
know. That's what I know. I need to know.
We're
No, there's
talking
other
about
people-
you.
There's other people in all the
No,
like
we
Mark
need
has
to
made
know
like
it's
17
not
chats across Facebook, so you got to alert all 17 chats.
I get so confused in those chats.
I just stopped reading them all.
I'll see something and be like, "Oh, where was that chat at?" I'm like, you know what? I quit. It'll pop
Most-
back up if it's
Most
important.
of my Facebook chats are like 9+ messages you have missed. Like, yeah, whatever. It's
No,
all
I
real.
believe it.
Mhm.
I believe
But
it.
anyway, we are pulling up on like 2 hours here, so we had like 1:40. So I wanted to just go around, and if you could wish for anything in the world for Christmas, and you would get it, what would it be? First
Money.
off,
Oh my god. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Just
Okay.
money.
Okay.
okay, so
ton of
300
it.
money, a ton of money.
A redo on the 2024 presidential election. Just a redo.
I feel you on that.
That's the top thing on my brain.
Mm-hmm. You're much nicer about it than I was, because I was gonna go a different way with that. But
Oh, wait till you hear mine.
furious.
Removal of all the stupid people on the planet and the things that create them.
So
Like
it'll be like
Thanos.
just me and you and a couple of people on this panel on the planet.
Quite possibly.
All right.
We have to work on how that is gauged.
That's fair. That's a fair assessment.
RJ.
Y'all, I just want to travel more. I want endless free tickets with Delta.
Ooh.
Fly
Ooh,
any
yes.
First
plane.
class. First class.
Yeah. First class, of
Mhm.
course. Yeah.
That's a great idea. James?
Enough funds to be completely irresponsible.
You want a ton of money too.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At least 5 digits, right?
7.
7. Okay, yeah.
Gotta do some things.
Tony?
I'd be like everybody else. It's like, just give me a lot of money. Because unfortunately, a lot of money solves a lot of
A
things.
lot of problems. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Then I could go to Korea by myself and get my contacts.
You know, I want generational wealth.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. I wish I had said that. No, I like
have
my answer.
generations behind me, so it doesn't matter for me.
I would,
I'm the end of the
if I could
line.
have anything I want in the world, pay off student loans for all Black Americans.
I can
And
respect that.
diaspora Americans,
Everybody.
but, conditionally on diasporic Americans, because some of them be tripping.
Exactly. That's on like some of them, not all
Yeah.
of them.
Paying off student loans for anybody I wanted to pay off student loans for, you got to come talk to me about it though.
There will
Okay,
be
fair
no
enough.
HBCUs.
Say what?
Start with the HBCUs.
No, we'll start with people I know. I mean, Georgia Tech is not HBCU, so I got friends from there.
I mean,
we'll extend out from my inner circle out. Mhm.
Does it count if you went to a private institution or two of them?
Yes, it's a loan.
Okay.
As long as you
It's
got
a
a student
student
loan.
loan, Mark.
Okay.
It
Because
could
I
be,
got the Bryan Art
undergrad or grad.
Institute.
Mhm.
Everybody knows you had to write. Still a
Dude,
real,
you
still
got
a degree.
ripped off
It's
twice.
okay.
Yeah, I got ripped off twice, and I willingly signed the dotted lines on both of them, knowing what they was. Well, the first time I didn't know, the second time I did. So shame on me for that one.
Mm-hmm.
$113,000 I'll never see again.
What?
Yep. It's combined from both schools. Art Institute was not cheap for the time I was there.
Why would you say that out loud?
I was going to go to the Art Institute, and they told me how much it was, and then I was like, no, no way.
Right? You could have went to Full Sail down in Florida.
So I didn't get accepted to full. Not putting my business out there on the internet. Because I originally applied for the Atlanta College. Atlanta College of Art. I did get accepted for that, but when that was also senior, SCAD bought them out, so they was like, "Hey, you can come for a semester and then reapply for SCAD." And I didn't want to do that or SCAD rejected me, so that's why I ended up at Art Institute. If I had known better, I would have just went to work. I wouldn't even bother to go to art school at all.
Mm-hmm.
But SCAD is really picky on their students.
Yes, they are. They are very picky.
Yeah, they pretty much make it where they say like, the employment rate is so high and graduation rate is so high because they only take in people
Right.
that they know are gonna do good.
I could do a whole nother show.
You get that financial aid, we'll take it.
I could do a whole nother show about how financial aid and student loans and all this stuff is just gatekeeping for higher education.
Oh my God! You just gave me an idea for the August episode next year. We're gonna do that.
Okay, there you go. But I do want to help us let us start wrapping up. So, everybody, if you could be a fictional holiday character, doesn't have to be Christmas. It could be any character from any show that is dealing with some form of holiday. What character would you be?
We'll think about that one.
I specifically would be Jim Carrey's Grinch. Because 1, he's silly. 2, great one-liners. And 3, that's going to have a different ending. If I do. Mm-hmm. Also, that's the song of the Grinch that puts on the suits and be twerking all across the internet. I would absolutely do that.
So you'd be on the pole.
I'll be the whore on the floor. Yes, I would be the Grinch on the pole. Yes,
the hoe on the pole.
I would be Robot Santa Claus from Futurama.
Oh, that's a good one. I should have thought of that.
Nice.
Attacking everybody.
Absolutely.
And if you're outside, you're stupid. So there you go. Okay, Thanos, I see you.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably super niche. Now all y'all would know about this, but huge Super Sentai fan. I will be Gokai Christmas, which is the Gokai Green Ranger mixed with the Red Ranger, for their holiday special, and he had some magical Christmas ability with his power set. But he was like half red, half green, so Gokai Christmas.
So Bi-Ranger, got it.
Okay, that's a random thing to say, but all right, Bi-Ranger.
I love that.
Yo, I love his costume.
You looked him up, Gokai Christmas?
Yes.
Yeah,
I love the costume.
Oh man. I'd be a character from the greatest Christmas movie ever made, John McClane. Saving Opportunity Towers.
Yo, there's a pimpin' Christmas outfit. Now that I look at it, like, yeah, okay, they did that.
Right.
Oh, you saw Gokai Christmas too.
Yeah, it looks more like a
wait, time out. What was your question?
Who's John McClane?
Oh my God.
Dear God.
Die Hard.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Oh my God.
How have you not seen the best Christmas movie ever made?
Child.
Whoa.
She wasn't born when it was out.
Yes, she
I've
was.
seen plenty of movies that were made before I was born.
Yeah,
because The Labyrinth was made before I was born. That's my favorite movie.
Yeah, Die Hard is one of the things, if you didn't catch it, then you missed the entire bandwagon. Because if you didn't see Die Hard, why would you see Die Hard 2 or Die Hard with a Vengeance?
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
Die Hard came out in 1988.
When were you born?
She already told her age. She just didn't realize it.
She was born before 88.
I don't think so.
Okay, but anyway. Die Hard is on Hulu. Your homework is to watch it.
It's a great movie. If you ever wonder what people running around talking about yippee-ki-yay MFer, it comes from Die Hard.
Yeah, I knew that came from there, but I didn't know his name.
Yeah. It's a really good
okay,
movie.
James. You'll be okay.
Did you ever watch what was the show with Urkel?
Family Matters.
Family Matters is a spinoff from Die Hard.
It is?
No, it's
Shut up. I'm telling the story.
Oh, I know where you're going. Okay.
Okay.
Because Papa Winslow was a cop,
Yeah.
and he was a cop in Die Hard, and then he got the offer to do Family Matters, and so
he was a cop in New York before that.
Yeah.
You know, when they had the whole ghost invasion.
He was in Ghostbusters?
Shut up. Okay, RJ.
It's like her brain is exploding right now.
This is
like, wait, what?
This is a hard question for me because I didn't watch movies like that. Oh,
Any holiday. You can be the Easter Bunny if you want. Ooh, the other one I would be is the Easter Bunny Hates You from YouTube, where the Easter Bunny went around just beating up people with a bag of rotten eggs. It was great. I will send that video to y'all so you know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. Not Evil Bunny.
Easter Bunny Hates
Easter
You
Bunny.
is a
Bunny
cult classic from the early days of YouTube.
I feel I don't take the Grinch, I guess, but like I don't even watch holiday movies like that, which sounds crazy, but I don't.
Yeah. I don't like holiday movies either. I don't like feel good romance like Harlequin, all those Hallmark movies about, it's always some rich woman who like leaves her job and goes to her hometown where nobody lives anymore and opens up like a candy factory and falls in love with the farmer next door. It's always some stupid shit like that. And I hate every single bit of it.
Don't forget the crimson red sweater.
No,
You gotta have a red sweater.
And he has to wear flannel too. Otherwise, is he really on the farm?
Don't mention this on Wednesday. Somebody on the panel will be very upset with you.
Tony, did we get to you?
Well, I gotta switch it up now because I was gonna say McLean myself.
Oh, you're welcome.
Let's go. I don't even remember the name of his character right now, but let's go with Denzel Washington and the preacher's wife.
Oh, okay, the angel. Okay.
Okay.
I never saw that either.
Oh my God. All right, I gotta read
his name was Dudley.
Dudley the angel.
Dudley the angel.
Oh, and Nightmare Before Christmas. That's my favorite movie.
Right. Ooh, it could have been Oogie Boogie.
Or Yukon Cornelius.
Oh yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
Now I gotta Google Yukon Cornelius.
It's from a very, very good Christmas movie.
I'm Googling it because you guys are playing.
Oh yeah, I learned something new. Like before we did this podcast, all those claymation Christmas movies we all grew up watching are technically anime because the studio was in Japan where they did all the animation for the claymation.
Awesome.
Oh, cool! I didn't know that. Nice.
So Heat Miser is anime. I love it.
Yes.
Rudolph.
Yeah.
Nice.
Chicken
Wait, so
Run.
Nightmare Before Christmas is anime?
No, not that.
Even
That's
older
Tim Burton
stop
joint.
motion stuff like
I love
Rudolph.
that Heat Miser song.
I'm Mr. Heat Miser.
I'm Mr. Green Christmas. I'm Mr. 101.
The only reason I know that song is because of the George Clooney Batman with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he was like in his ice lair, and that was like playing on the
Batman
TV.
and Robin. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's another movie I like to watch during Christmas for some reason.
That movie is horrible.
I was
It's
7 when it
terrible,
came
but it's
out.
so good.
I don't care.
I was about to say he was a kid. I only watched for the sky surfing scene and I immediately turned it off.
What
I just
movie?
like colors.
Batman.
Batman Forever. Oh yeah, Batman and Robin.
Oh.
For some reason, I watch Harry
Not
Potter.
Batman Forever,
movies on
Batman and
Christmas
Robin.
too.
I don't know the titles, but the third one.
They're all bad.
Yes. Well, no, the first two are good.
What are
The
they?
Michael Keaton ones are good.
Oh, those I don't put those with the rest of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Val Kilmer.
Good.
Batman is separate from
With
all
Val
Batman
nine.
Kilmer and George
soundtrack?
Clooney, no.
That Prince soundtrack is awesome.
Yes.
Ashley won Ashley won tickets to go see the premiere here in Atlanta and got the soundtrack from calling in on V103 back in the day.
Nice.
That's a fond memory.
Mm-hmm.
The fond memory was taking that CD home that evening and playing the entire soundtrack, doing some very adult activities.
Word.
I still remember it fondly to this day.
Is that why you have 4 daughters?
Wow.
Already there, but yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, that soundtrack is like awesome.
Yeah. Start to finish, no skips.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to like change rhythms with each song. It's awesome.
So other news. I'm surprised you didn't pick Riley Freeman from A Very Boondocks Christmas when he was a Santa stalker, James.
Oh yeah, that would have been a good one too.
I mean,
That was funny.
nah. I mean, because all he did really was just write the letter to Santa telling him he's going to pay what he owe.
Yeah, but that sounds like you, like just never giving up and chasing.
Actually, it doesn't. It sounds more like somebody else in this panel.
Santa,
Who are you trying to point at?
RJ?
James?
All the way at the bottom row.
Curious. Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
more
I
like
can see him not letting anything go.
Santa better pay what he owe and shoot him with a BB gun.
I'm more Huey than Riley though.
Shit, excuse me.
No, you're a mixture, sir. It depends what it
You know
is.
who you are, Furious? Mouse. From Devil with a Blue Dress, Don Cheadle.
Wow. I'll take that.
That is a compliment. That's what I fell in love with Don Cheadle.
That.
But I remember him saying, "Here, let me take care of this. I got you." Boom. And like shots, he's supposed to be interrogating somebody. He shot him in the leg. And then he said, "Hey, go handle the hostage." He's like, "I bet." He come back. "Where's the hostage?" "I shot him." "Well, if you didn't want me to kill him, why'd you leave him with me?" Tell me that's not true.
Which that goes hand in hand with my role in the Apocalypse Survival Squad.
Yeah. Yes. Your code name will be Mouse.
Hey, works for me.
Oh, gosh.
Okay,
Hold on,
let's wrap up. I want to just remind everybody, since we do have such a wide panel here, and we've said enough things for people to decide if they want to follow you or not. So tell everybody where they can follow you from henceforth, and we'll start with the ladies this time. So Supreme Attorney, where can we find you?
You can find me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and you could call me if you get into an accident.
And it's all the Supreme Attorney.
Mm-hmm.
Your handles, okay. RJ.
If you guys follow _7_kingdom, that is my manga series account. Check it out. We have art contests, we've got merch giveaways, discounts, fun activities, contests, the whole works, and that's across all of the channels as well: TikTok, Facebook.
Okay. You can follow me on Instagram at Joyride08. That's my signal right there. Same on Threads, and on TikTok I am A Moment of Joy, and that's where I put a lot of my K-pop nonsense. So good luck. But yeah, Joyride08 is probably where you want to find me. James.
You can find me on IG and sometimes Threads at Miles Simmons.
Okay. Mouse.
You can find me at MRATL 4 Life. Mr. ATL 4 Life on all the socials.
Okay. Tony.
Oh, just come on down to Challenges, Games, and Comments and talk to me in person. You don't need to follow me on anything.
Seeing is believing, and I believe that you will find a deal if you go in there. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mark.
I'm Mark. You can find me everywhere under Blerdography. You can become a channel member by hitting the join button below. That will definitely help out with some of these holiday festivities I have planned. You can also support the channel so many other ways, leaving gifts, hint, hint, wink, wink in the live chat. So many other things. If you want to be a bigger part of the community without donating money, you can do so by finding me on Facebook in Messenger on one of these 15 to 20 different Facebook group chats that I have going on, and on Discord and everywhere else. Before we go, I do have a final thought, something I want to bring up. In the last week, the Black Nerd cosplay community lost someone very special, Squid Kid. The holidays is really rough on a lot of people. I know the holiday time is suicide rates usually go up. If you need someone to talk to, if you are depressed, if you're going through anything, feel free to reach out to anybody here. Like everybody here, huge in the Black nerd community. No one wants to see another Black shining star go dim because of mental illness, because of stress, because of racism, because of whatever the case may be. If you are going through something, reach out to somebody, because we are a community that support each other. And going forward, especially with Blerdography, we're going to make sure that no cosplayer ever feels like that, to ever have to want to go through that. But didn't want to end the show on a sour note, but I just wanted to bring that up because that was something that's definitely been big on my heart, big on my mind. I've been following a lot of content creators who have been talking about it. And I just want to just respectfully give my 2 cents. Cosplays for everybody. I don't care how you spend your money, who you cosplay as. You have the right to do it, and no one should stop you from doing what you want to do. Mm-hmm. And on that note, that's the show. We'll see y'all next week. Next week, we'll be back again with the Supreme Attorney. She's taking over Blerdkast Live. She's doing something very, very fun. So if you follow her and you know what her whole shtick is, next Monday is going to be a very entertaining episode of Blerdkast Live. But until then, I'll see you when I see you.
So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can't keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will. If this the land of the free, it was a freedom then, when they annexed Hawaii and called it Cedar Lands, without any type of payment and no signing off. Called themselves the Republic in 1894. 1.2 million acres overtaken from the native Hawaiians. When they resisted, the West retaliated in violence and erasure. The Hawaiian language is banned as part of colonialism's plan to expand, yeah. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Multiple bombings of Kaho'olawe as a part of their ongoing war with Asia. Used it as a place for target practice. No consent or compensation. Colonizers call for annexation. No work out for all the locals. School will never let you know. So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. We will. So if we put Hawaii into perspective, well, Black and Asian history is interconnected. Considering the fight with the Pacific, then of course, versus Asia, they was treated as a middleman for war, but didn't let the Western colorism run its course, cause dark skin was a sign of dignity to core. The land was taken in the name of capitalism, when prior to it was an actual kingdom. Clap back at the system. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Multiple bombings of Kaho'olawe as a part of their ongoing war with Asia. Used it as a place for target practice. No consent or compensation. Colonizers call for annexation. No work out for all the locals. School will never let you know. So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. We will.